Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Distinguished guests, beloved parents, our dedicated teachers, and to all our wonderful students, good evening and a very warm welcome. On behalf of WISE Academy, it is a true honor to have you here joining us for our science fair today, where we celebrate the incredible creativity, hard work, and curiosity of our middle school students. Your presence here this evening means so much to us, and we are deeply grateful for your ongoing support to our school community. To begin tonight's program, I would like to start by calling upon two students so they can do the recitation of the Holy Quran. I would like to invite Hassan Bimji and Ali Hasham to come forward to recite Surah Al-Zilzal, both in Arabic along with its English translation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره صدق الله العلي العظيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. When the earth is shaken with its final earthquake, and the earth disintegrates into burdens, and man says, "What is wrong with it?" That day it will report its news, because your Lord has commanded it. That day the people will depart separated into categories, to be shown the results of their deeds. So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it, and whoever does an atom's weight of evil will see it.
Thank you, boys, for that beautiful recitation. To start off tonight's event, I would like to tell you that it is a celebration of curiosity, research, and intellectual growth. Our students have invested significant time and effort into developing projects that are not only informative, but also very meaningful. This evening, they will be presenting their work, and you will also have the opportunity, earlier you had the opportunity to explore the exhibits and engage with the students. And lastly, you will also get the chance to take part in a voting process. I know we do have lots of awards here. However, along with the judges we have, the audience will also make a decision in two winners today. This year's science fair focuses on themes that celebrate knowledge, innovation, and legacy. Our students have explored topics that highlight the richness of Islamic heritage, the remarkable contributions of Muslim scientists, and key Islamic discoveries that have shaped scientific thought and advanced civilization throughout history. As a part of this year's science fair, public speaking was an essential component of each project. So each student has actually prepared a brief elevator speech, which is a concise and persuasive summary of their work. This format helps students clearly communicate their ideas and think critically and develop the confidence to present and promote their research effectively. An elevator speech, for those you who don't know, is a short and impactful presentation that allows students to explain their topic in the time of how long it would take for one person to take an elevator from the first floor to approximately the third or fourth floor. So if you think that they're taking longer than like reaching the fifth floor, that's maybe like pushing it a little bit long, but it's okay. We'll see what we have. So I would like to encourage you all to listen closely. And in a few moments, I would like for all of our students to come present their projects. And they will take on the role of each of the individual that they have researched in their social studies component of the project. So we encourage you to listen closely, engage with them, and appreciate the creativity and effort and their amazing, beautiful costumes, because I assure you this is not what they look like on a daily basis. With that said, I'm going to pass it on to Ms. Shazia to start off the presentations.
Assalamu alaikum. You guys should all be really proud of the middle school students. We are very proud of them. With that, we'll start with the 7th and 8th graders. Neil, come on in. You guys know the drill. Look at the discipline. Okay, Neil, right here. Yeah, very good. Good job. Stand straight. Nice. Yeah, on the line. 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 Ready, John? You know what to do. Yeah. Put your hands first. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Truth is a matter of attaining the truth, not of following the majority. My name is Abu Bakr al-Razi, a man who impacted the medicinal and chemical world for hundreds of years to come. I grew up in Persia and studied chemistry until the bodily strain stopped me from continuing. Although my work caused me to go blind, I still published many scientific and medicinal encyclopedias that are still used today, as well as discovering sulfuric acid, the main compound when creating batteries today. My life's work inspired a young student to conduct an experiment about how pH levels affect the spoilage and mold rate of fruits.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed ibn Dawood ad-Dinawari, and I am known as the father of Arabic botany, or the study of plants. I studied their growth, production, and development. And I heard that in the future, air pollution is making plants more toxic and contaminated with chemicals. In fact, I inspired a student, Narjis Irani, to conduct an experiment on how the type of liquid affects plant growth, which could help scientists and farmers centuries later on how they can grow plants healthier and less toxic to benefit everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Jabir bin Hayyan, and I might have never existed. But if I did, I would have grown up in Persia, fled to Yemen, and again escaped to Kufa, where I lived the rest of my life. People believe that I worked in prevention and removal of rust as I purified metals. In the year 2026, I inspired Hidayah Walji to do her project on what substances best remove rust from metals. She did this project to help people save their rusty garden tools, which helps them save money and keep the earth healthy. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Jabir ibn Hayyan, the father of chemistry and discoverer of modern pharmacy. I was born in 712 AD in Tus, Iran. I studied in Yemen and fled to Kufa, where I continued my academics there. I discovered filtration, distillation, crystallization, and rusting of metal. I inspired a student named Zahra Ali to conduct an experiment on water filters, which relates to my discovery of filtration.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibn al-Haytham and I'm a scientist from Basra. I was born in the year of 965 and I'm famous for my studies on light, vision, reflection and refraction. I was the first one to discover that light enters our eyes from objects to see things. My work will inspire a student named Sarah Parpia in the year of 2026 who tested the reflection of light using mirrors in a periscope which do not work without reflection, and will be useful in militaries and submarines in the future.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abu Bakr al-Razi. I was born in Persia and was fascinated from medicine by an early age. I became rich and famous through my academic talents. However, my life was not without difficulties. I encountered challenges, such as going blind in my 60s. My work inspired a young student named Ilyas to conduct an experiment on the amount of electrolytes in liquids, because I classified the ion known as the electrolyte today so that the person who discovered them would have it considerably easier to do so. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I was born in Fez, Morocco on April 16, 1953. I am 73 years old. In 2014, I won the Draper Award, which is also known as an Engineering Nobel Prize. In 1980, I created a way to use a lithium ion called a lithium anode. If you couldn't guess, I am Rashid Yazami. I inspired a kid named Hassan Vimji, who is doing my science project on electricity and uses batteries. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Imam Sanan. I'm the guy who built the Zahzan Mosque, Suleimani Mosque, and Salami Mosque. I used to be a small Christian boy, but now I'm a chief architect of Turkey. And I'm also the guy who built over 300 structures across the country. I've inspired many people with my work, but the one person that stands up from the West, his name is Abbas. This young and handsome boy has created a science fair poster that talks about installation, which I use a whole bunch in my structures. With massive structures come massive installation problems.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibn Asina, also known as Abi Sina. And my work in medicine and science continues to influence the world even today. I also studied plants and learned how they could be used to help people stay healthy. My work is still used till this day by many other famous scientists. I even inspired Shani Abbas Haji to do a science project on a plant experiment. My life also shows that knowledge, faith, and dedication can leave a legacy that lasts far behind a lifetime, inspiring minds and shaping the future of humanity for generations.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون. Say, are those who know equal to those who do not know? Assalamu alaikum. I am Jabir ibn Hayyan, a pioneer of chemistry who believed knowledge should benefit people through experimentation. But let's be real. When kids open their lunchbox and see a brown apple, they don't think science, they think give it to Baba. This project by Muhammad Ali in the year 2026 studies why food rots and how chemistry can slow it down, keeping food fresh longer and using science to serve humanity just as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Al-Kindi and I was born in Kufa in the 9th century. I translated many Greek texts to Arabic while working at the House of Wisdom. I also contributed greatly to the fields of cryptography and mathematics. I was the Muslim scientist who discovered sound travels in waves. My research helped to understand acoustics and the science of music. My work even influenced a young researcher named Hayy to make a project on overlapping sound waves.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abbas ibn Firnas. I was one of the reasons why the airplane was invented. I was born in 810 AD, and I was raised in Muslim Spain. I invented the glider, which later evolved into the airplane. Fun fact, did you know that I have an airport and a crater named after me? My research inspired a young scientist named Kumail to make a project about airplane design.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Abu Rayhan Muhammad ibn Ahmad al-Baruni. Adrus al-Ma wa Riyadiyat wal Ulum. I study mathematics and science. I speak several languages and conduct experiments still relevant today. There was a young researcher named Ali Akbar in 2026 whose project on evaporation reflects my legacy. I was born on September 4th, 1973 CE. My experiments include accurately measuring the distance between objects in space and geographical areas. I am proud of my work and my younger generations.
Assalamu alaikum. Do any of you know the only Pakistani scientist to win a Nobel Prize? It is I, Muhammad Abdus Salam. I won the esteemed Nobel Prize for studying the electroweak theory, which described and unified the electromagnetic and weak forces. My work even influenced a student named Ibrahim to make a science project on the forces of electromagnetism and physics.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibn Sina, and I am known as the father of medicine. Born in the village of Afshana, I memorized the Quran at the age of 10 and saved the life of my king at the age of 15. Later on in my life, I inspired future generations by using science to explain food spoilage. Fast forward to 2026, Neil Rice questioned my unquestionable research and experimented on food preservation. Assalamu alaikum.
Can we have a really loud salawat for them? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. And you can clap for them too. There you go. Absolutely. Right? And before you guys go, I just want to say, this is real Islam. You have the excellence in academics and the excellence in faith. This is amazing. So mashallah, 7th and 8th graders, you guys can go to your stations. Very well done. MashaAllah. Okay. So these were the 7th and the 8th graders. And that's all the projects on this side. And now, I would like to call on the 6th graders to come up. Ready? Let's go.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ismail al-Jazari. I was born in the 12th century in Turkey. I designed the world's first programmable humanoid robot. You might ask how I did it. I made a musical boat with 4 automated musicians sitting on a boat that worked with the water power and a system of cams, levers, and pegs to control the movements. A scientist named Ali Hashim used my knowledge to create a fan that turns on a light when it moves. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Al Jahid, professional animal watcher before Netflix existed. Over 1,000 years ago, I studied how animals behaved, survived, and adapted to their environments. People thought I was just staring at bugs, but I called it science. And now in the year 2026, this very lucky boy, Muhammad Taqi Khaliq, has taken inspiration from me to test the activeness. I spent years observing nature, and now he gets a poster board and hopefully some extra credit. Watch carefully, because even the tiniest creatures have big stories to tell. And thank you.
Peace be upon you. I'm Ibn al-Haytham, the father of modern optics. Guess what? I don't guess, I test. Centuries ago, I showed the world that real knowledge comes from experimentation and observation. When an awesome student called Mahdi Jessa tested his experiment, he didn't just assume. He observed, experimented, and proved. Different centuries, still the same method. Don't guess, test. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, a mathematician from the House of Wisdom in Baghdad. Born in the 9th century, I am known as the father of algebra because I wrote one of the first books on how to solve hard equations. This book is called Al-Mukhtasar fi Hisab al-Jabr wal-Muqabbala. My work was so important that it inspired the word algorithm, which is still used today. In fact, in 2026, a student named Ali Pira from Wise Academy was inspired by me to do a science project about osmosis, involving gummy bears soaked in different liquids. I know, right? How creative and inventive. I should have thought of that.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Jabal ibn Hayyan, an Islamic chemist from the 8th century. I am known as the father of chemistry for discovering key mineral acids such as sulfuric, nitric, and hydraulic acids. My breakthrough in science was studied for centuries. In fact, a student in 2026 named Adam Nairobi was inspired to do a cabbage pH indicator experiment on the uses of the indicator inside red cabbage juice.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Abdul Ali al-Hassan ibn al-Hassan ibn al-Haytham. And for all the people that have glasses inside this room, I am the reason why you can see. Well, my work was crucial groundwork for glasses and many more. And I have a very handsome kid that loves planes that can prove me right.
Salam alaikum. My name is Rufayda al-Aslamiyah, and I was the first Muslim nurse and surgeon. I helped the injured companions of the Holy Prophet on the battlefield. I also created the field of nursing and changed medicine forever. In fact, I also inspired a student named Aliza Fatima who did her experiment on healing wounded tomatoes. She tested different natural substances to see which one prevented infection the best.
Salam alaikum. My name is Samira Musa. I was an Egyptian nuclear scientist and one of the first women to earn a PhD in atomic radiation. After losing my mother to cancer, I dedicated my work to finding affordable cancer treatments using nuclear science. Inspired by my work, Zainab Mariam connected my work to her project on how vinegar temperature affects fizzing. Both projects explore how temperature influences scientific reactions.
Imagine living over 1,100 years ago, when people didn't have clocks or phones to tell time. My name is Fatima Al-Fihri, and in the year 859, I built a university in Fez, Morocco called Al-Karawiyan. I believed that learning about the world was a way to worship Allah. Scholars there studied the sun and stars to understand prayer times and help travelers navigate long journeys. My project connects to that history because I am testing how accurate a sundial is compared to a modern clock, just like early Muslim scholars who carefully observed the sun to measure time.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Maryam al-Ashulabi, a scientist from the 10th century who designed and perfected the astrolabe to measure the stars and guide travelers. Centuries later, a student named Mesa carries that same curiosity. In her experiment, she tested how the number of lemons affect the brightness of a light using a lemon battery. Just as I measured the sky, she measured energy. Different centuries, same spirit of discovery.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Zainab bint Ahmad al-Shahda from the 10th century. I am from Baghdad, Iraq, and I study about calligraphy and ink. I was highly praised and positioned and was a teacher to many, including the last Abbasid Khalif, Yaqut. Right now, I have a student named Malik Abbas, and her experiment is about ink. Maybe you should visit a museum that has one of my calligraphy art.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Maryam al-Ashulabi, a skilled scientist and instrument maker from the 10th century. I am famous for designing and improving the astrolabe, an important tool used to study the stars and planets. My work helped astronomers, travelers, and sailors understand the position of the sun and stars in the sky. In fact, a student in 2026 named Shahnaz was inspired by me to do a science project on how the angle of light affects the length of a shadow, which connects to how the sun's position changes shadows throughout the day.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Abbas ibn Furnas. I am a polymath and was inspired by the birds and how they fly. One of my favorite jobs was being an engineer. I built the first flying machine. I also inspired a young scientist in 2026 named Zainab Akbar Ali, who really liked aviation.
Peace be upon you. I am Ibn Sina. From Bukhara's lands, my journey grew through nights of studies what I knew. I was born in Persia in the 10th century. My birthplace is known as a distant memory. The Canada medicine bore my name. Across the world, it carried fame. And now, across the gulf of time, a young scientist, Sarah Fatima Bright. She traces atoms' restless flight, measures heat, speed, and light, and smiles to think long ago I glimpsed upon what she proves to know.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Al-Biruni. I was born on September 4th, 1973 CE in Kath, Khawarizm. You may have heard about me measuring the earth or theorizing the existence of the Americas based on scientific research. I have inspired many people, including a student named Alina Laka. She created a science project about me, measuring shadows based on the sun's elevation and position in the sky. This led to her being even more curious about all the infinite possibilities of science.
MashaAllah, this was amazing. This is our 6th grade class. Can we have a really loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Now clap away. Absolutely. 6th grade, you should be really proud of yourself. With that, Ali Hashim, you can lead the way. Thank you. Amazing work. MashaAllah. When I look at the middle school students and the work that they have put in, I think every student and every parent should be very, very proud. I know as a fact the teachers and the WISE admin is just, we're in sky high right now. So mashallah, let's give a really big clap for the parents and the students.
Wow, that was absolutely incredible. I can say that I am inspired by the middle school children. I want to celebrate one more time, and I would like everyone to just say a loud salawat all together. Wow. In addition to our judges awards, which are first, second, and third place for the grade 6 category, and then we have another round of first, second, and third place for the grade 7 and 8 category joined together. We also have something called the Audience Choice Award voting. This represents an award that everyone in the audience would like for one student to get. So shortly, there will be a Mentimeter that will be on the screen. And in the meantime, everyone who has a cell phone, I would like for you all to pull it out, or an iPad if you brought one from home. So in the meantime, you could go to mentimeter.com, and there will be a code. The code is 6703-3863. So all of these are the 30 students that are here today. They're all listed. On your phone, you will get the option to make a choice as to who you think is the most deserving for the Audience Choice Award. So once again, you go to mentimeter.com, and it's 6703-3863. All right, I have some more responses coming in. I have about 28. All right. You can choose your own student, your own kid. You can choose someone else's kid. You can choose your friend. Choose whoever you think has the best costume today. Someone who has the most knowledge in your opinion. So we have about 50 responders so far. 50 people have joined. Some people are still taking some time. You can try to see if you can do another tab on your phone and vote again, but I don't guarantee that. All right, we'll wrap it up very shortly. I'm just waiting for 4 people to respond. I know it can be overwhelming. There's so many names. I would just close my eyes and just pick one if you don't know what to do. All right, can we get to 80? Oh, awesome, great. Okay, perfect. Along with this, we have been truly honored. I'm not sure if you saw some people walking around with clipboards and pens in their hand and looking really serious, down to business. They were actually our judges this evening. So there's about 6 of them, and I'm going to call up Ms. Shazia once again just to give a brief introduction about the judges that we had today and how grateful we are to have them. So I'm going to pass it over to her, and then right after that, we will have our results as well.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to try to put this here. So I hope you guys can hear me really well. Now, science fair is all about judging, so we have to introduce our judges. So we have 3 judges in the 7th, 8th grade section and 3 judges in the 6th grade section. So I'll introduce the judges very quickly, and then we'll have the awards. So the first judge for the 6th grade was Sister Fatima Parpia. Sister Fatima Parpia received her Bachelor's of Science from the University of Karachi with the emphasis on math and physics. So definitely someone we admire, right? Then we have Dr. Hasnain Rizvi. He's the other judge. And Dr. Hasnain Rizvi is a highly qualified neurologist who established his academic foundation with biochemistry degree from Florida International University before earning both a master's in biomedical science and a doctorate in something I cannot even pronounce. So I'm going to give it a shot. Osteopathic medicine. Am I right, Dr. Hasnain? Yes? Osteopathic medicine from the Lincoln Memorial University. So that's amazing. Then we have Brother Shabir Merchant. And Brother Shabir Merchant graduated from Habib Public High School in Karachi, Pakistan, and received a bachelor's in electrical engineering from University of Texas and a master's in computer engineering from Penn State University. So these are definitely judges with a lot in their background. For the 7th and 8th grade judges, so this way you know who has been judging you guys, we have Dr. Ali Asghar Chagani, graduated from University of Illinois in Chicago with a degree in optometry. Yes, I think I'm saying it right. He currently owns his own private practice in Central Florida, and his areas of interest is myopia, she's smiling at me there, and preventing any progression in nearsightedness. Then we have Brother Sayed Wajahid Rizvi, and he's a Chief Investment Officer with over 20 years of experience in the investment and wealth management industry. That's amazing. And then finally, we have Dr. Shirin Mauji, is originally from UK with her passion for science and eyes, and she completed a bachelor's in science in Aston University in Birmingham. And after a few years, she moved to the US and has a doctorate from University of New England College in Boston. And with that, can we have a really loud salawat for all the judges? Allahumma Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. And with that, I would like to call on Ms. Ayman to finally announce the judges, so, the results. So Ms. Ayman.
All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. I know we did a lot of talking, but we also gained a lot of knowledge today, and I find that to be highly incredible. So, I have 2 papers here, and they're folded with some secret information. So, I would like to call upon Ms. Wali and Ms. Shazia first. And I would also like to call upon Ms. Khan and Ms. Ruha, just to show you the faces of our school team and teachers that have been also taking a part in all of this. I think one part is all the students putting in the effort, and second, I do think, is the parents who also put in effort. So yeah, round of applause for parents. And lastly, we don't want to miss the teachers as well. So let's start with grade 6. We're going to work our way up. So, grade 6, third place, we have Madi Jessa. All right, second place, we have Ali Pira. And first place winner in the 6th grade category is Ali Hashim. All right, we're gonna move forward and let's go to the grade 7th and 8th category. Third place, and I love when this happens. It's a girl, it's Hidayah Walji. Second place, we have Zara Ali. All right, and first place, we have Ibrahim Sohail. And he was suited up for the event, just properly.
And we are just getting the results of the Audience Choice Award. So hang tight. The suspense is real.
All right, you know, there always has to be some technical difficulties at an event, otherwise it's not perfect. Okay, so the great part is we have 2 of these awards, and the even better part is that one was a boy and one was a girl. So first, I would like to call upon Muhammad Ali Khalik. You can say, we'll take some pictures. And then I would also like to call Sarah Parpia. And to all my winners, if I can also tell you to come back up so we can take a group picture, that would be really appreciated. Congratulations to all our winners, and once again, we are so proud of all your accomplishments. We are so grateful for all the students who have also participated. Your hard work, creativity, and dedication have made this science fair truly a success. Can we all have one round of applause once again for all the students today? Yeah. Thank you once again for joining us this evening. And tonight we have seen curiosity, dedication, and creativity on display. Our students have not only presented research projects, but they have also demonstrated confidence. Because I know when I was in their shoes and their age, I don't think I was able to do that. So we should be really proud of everyone that has presented today. We extend our sincere gratitude to our judges for their time and thoughtful evaluations, to our teachers for their guidance, and to our parents for your continued support. May this evening inspire our students to continue seeking knowledge and striving for excellence. I was also informed to tell the students that Ms. Shazia has something special that she will be giving you all on Tuesday next week at school. So make sure you are there. Thank you, and we all wish you a wonderful remainder of the evening. However, before we leave, I would like to call upon two students, Ali Akbar Karmali and Abbas Yusuf Ali, to conclude with Dua Wahda. Just a reminder to all students and parents, once the dua is concluded, we would appreciate if you can take your boards and you can exit towards that way. All right? Thank you.
Where's the bus?
He's right beside you.
Can we all have
Everyone, please stand up.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. لا إله إلا الله إلها واحدا ونحن له مسلمون لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره المشركون لا إله إلا الله ربنا ورب آبائنا الأولين لا إله إلا الله وحده أنجز وعده ونصر عبده وعزى جنده وهزم الأحزاب والأعداء فله الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت ويحيي
وهو الحي
لا يموت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير.
Thank you so much, everyone. And you can take the boards with your students, and I hope you all have a lovely night. Please make sure you're on school on time tomorrow. And right after this, Duai Kumail will be taking place. So if you would like to stay for the mosque program, you're more than welcome to. If you want to head out, you can also head out. But please